perhaps some opportunities for an opening as Device takes the early engagement against JW at range and absolutely rips his head off. That is not the form you want to be seeing if you are a fan of Fnatic, and they're going to have to queue up now. The 4 remaining pistols. Brolan gets the early entry. Dupree missing a couple of shots. Zipex at least able to bail him out, but Golden then Crims come in with 1 apiece, and that's going to force the retake. Fast flank coming in from Magisk, but he needs an early frag to set Glaive loose, and there it is. Magisk with the second headshot, and it's all onto Crims. How has this fallen apart for Fnatic?
Pure, ruthless aim from Magisk. And now Crims has to lay in wait on Long. They're tapping the bomb. They're trying to draw him out into the open. Neither of these players have kits. They need to kill quickly, and Glaive is going to dispatch of Crims. 25 seconds remaining. Magisk up close. This is vital information for the rest of his team. And he's put bullets to faces with 2, and that's the bomb drop. That is huge. There's so much time that he can now fend away from Fnatic, and he's going to clutch it out as well for his team. The quad MP9 spray.
To supply some pressure towards the bathrooms. Dupree, first one in, finds the initial headshot, finds the double spray down as well. JW only able to trade for 2 frags on his side. Fnatic again losing out in the early duels, and Device is still here. Device is still waiting for this peak to come in, and JW is thinking about giving it to him. He will as well. Device on the AWP finds a 3rd.
If you're facing the AWP though, there is no second chance. 18 seconds to go. Molotov tossed into the bank. They're doing a good job with the very little that they possess, Fnatic, but they still haven't pushed into a position to plant the bomb. Brolan, the youngster, is able to muster up the courage for 1 kill, but he's quickly dealt with accordingly by Device.
They need something. Someone has to be the catalyst. And Magisk with the spray down is finding 2 early picks again. Golden takes him out with the AK-47.
They don't actually have control of the bomb, but it is just behind them. And it's just going the same way, Wolfie. I mean, this is starting to get a little bit depressing if you're a Swede. They were able to capitalize on a similar start previously, and maybe Device is going to shut them down again.
They're changing up their aggression as well, so there is no freebie for Fnatic. They can't just run out to any area of the map, but they are going to try for this A hit now. Crims able to take down Glaive, and it's onto Device by the truck. He's being pressured from so many sides. Still able to find the frag onto JW as the bomb looking to get down, but Golden wants another frag. Will find it onto Zipex, and it's all onto Device. First no-scope, and the second Device, the clutch!
So that is the direct result of Fnatic getting casualties and making it work. Glaive nearly lines up. 3 or 4 kills, slightly off. Fnatic switching up their pace, and they're getting success thus far. Magisk, wild spray with the SG. Wishes he had an M4 maybe after all. HE's going in. Going to be able to stop the bomb plant, which is significant because now Dupree can play a little bit more carefully on short. He doesn't have to overextend. He doesn't have to show his hand. Flusher nearly whiffing, and Device. He now has strength in numbers. He's now being bolstered up with more players coming in. Fnatic again going for a bit more of an aggressive play. They've realized these slow, steady rounds are not playing in their favor. Astralis are too good to deal with that. Dupree spraying up from the graffiti. It's a trade that goes against Glaive. He should have really done better from there. And now Crims goes in with a second. These are just every single duel going against Astralis, but Dupree is still alive. He's still kicking and claims himself too. Device, though, on the long flank is going to not be able to stop this bomb from going down. So it's another 1v2 on the B site. But there's a peak. You expect Device to land there.
He had to hit that shot as well. With that initial miss, he's given away his position, and he's given the round to Fnatic. You said Astralis would be looking down the barrel of an eco, and unless Device can pull something magical off here, they will be. He's actually going to find that pick onto JW all the same, but with time running out, he's still got to find Brolan. Another opportunity to inflict some pain on Astralis as they're going to go for the fast play again, but this time the boost is good from Astralis. Glaive, then Dupree with a frag apiece, and that is the perfect start. Glaive on 1 HP, managing to get away towards Monster, and this is exactly how Astralis would have wanted to respond. 2 quick frags, the utility coming out to allow Dupree to escape as well. That's just picture perfect.
It's hard to see how Fnatic get this round done now, and Dupree completely with the element of surprise. Neutralizing Crims. JW may get the drop on Zipex as well. However or not, Glaive has his back covered. I thought for a moment Zipex had just drilled him in midair. Oh, man.
It did look like it. And again, Zipex, how does he stay alive so long there? JW had the drop on him. He had everything going his way. He spotted him on the first jump peak, but the sneak so slow as Flusher at least able to get one consolation frag. And with Glaive on 1 HP, there's an opportunity to perhaps find a little bit more. With 12 seconds left on the clock, though, this round is looking all but done. Flusher still desperate to make something of it. Is going to go for this execute onto the A bomb site. Nades raining out over the top. Glaive on 1 HP out towards long, but there you go. Flusher, as quickly as he's in, he's out again. Doesn't find any frags. Just going to sit inside his own smoke, and Glaive on 1 HP will finish the job.
We did discuss this. Both teams 4-0 in the last 3 months. Both unbeaten. Now we're seeing why. Very high level of Counter-Strike here on Overpass, but the deadlock has been broken. The curse lifted as the Danes go 2 kills ahead. Zipex's MP9 sings, and Golden will be benched until the next half. Glaive, free beyond Brolin, who was just moving out into the open, not really covered by the rest of his teammates. We've been here before, Wolfie. A 2v5 in favor of Astralis, and not many options available. JW decides to shoulder peek, sprayed up from the MP9, down to 29 HP, but still going aggressively. Doesn't really have any other choices or options. There's a flank coming into fruition, but it's going to take a while for Glaive. A slight gap in the smoke affords 1 and a second kill on Device. Let's put them on the back foot, but they still have more than enough utility and players to make a go of this. JW gonna cull Dupree in mid-air with his USP. Zipex is taking so much damage, and JW intelligently backs away. He knows he has the advantage. Why overstay and die? He tried his best to survive, but Glaive chased them down, charged in with the kill. And speaking of the IGL, one of the best fragging IGLs in the world, have you, but he is in a 1-on-4, and his position is known. He's done a bit of damage to Golden. The IGLs fight against each other, and it's the Swede that comes out ahead.
It's that early B execute. Just 2 smokes and a flash remaining now, as Magiski is going to be pressured, and he's going to get the first. Traded immediately by Crims, but Glaive there again to bail Magisk out. Taking short presence, and it looks like Glaive will just be the fake. Brolin can't find anything at all. Device to take him down, and that's the A-bomb site open. Looking for more, in fact, as Flusher, the next one to wander into Dupree's crosshairs. JW, surely not another headshot. Dupree just about can't find it, but Device is there. And that is why Astralis are so lethal. That's information as well. They know there's nobody pushing up through that area of the map, but the B hit's still going to be so lethal. Magisk with the headshot to take down Flusher, and Crims, how long can you stall? He's going to find the first onto Magisk, and that's allowed JW to rotate in as well, as he finds a quick headshot.
They may throw Dupree on the end of a fishing rod and try and bait him into Fnatic and see if they bite down fully. He is on a suicide mission to get onto A. Bomb plant, right side of the pillar. He smokes off. He actually comes off the bomb prematurely. He's going in for another plant, but it's out in the open. Astralis slowly but surely maneuvering their way in. Still have 2 Molotovs, still have 3 smokes and 2 flashbangs, more than enough to impose their will on the A site. Device peering around the corner, misses his shot. JW goes in. If that goes down to Brolan, it's doable. It's possible that Fnatic win it. JW, last bastion, has fallen down without getting any extra kills, and now Flusher and Crims have got to try and keep the dream alive. They may go for this, especially now that Flusher has perforated the head of Magisk. Device has the right idea. The timing's slightly off, but there's the flick, and Crims can do no further part in this 1v3 that it now falls upon with Flusher. And as you highlighted, he's had a really rough go of it today. He is 6-18, and that's going to add to another death on that tally. Astralis 7 map points.
Formation, Zipex desperate to get the bomb onto the site, as Dupree's gone down to 1 HP trying to hold this off. Bomb will get planted at this point. It's a 4-on-3 retake, but the fast play can come in for Fnatic here. They've got an opportunity with Dupree so low on HP. This could be the clutch. Brolin on the backstab. Dupree gets one, but the trade is immediate, and as Dupree goes down, it's all onto Magisk and his Krieg. 3 frags required. He's playing this perfectly so far. He'll get the spray down for the first. Brolan low on health, but there's a smoke on the bomb, and over the top of it, Brolan will find the frag. The one-man army for Fnatic. 3 frags in the round, but all 5 players, they're still going to commit. They are not messing around. This is a fully fledged hit of the B-bomb site. Golden fully blinded, taken down to open things up, and Crims with that Krieg, he can do absolutely, I was going to say nothing, and he finds Dupree still inside the Molotov. Dupree burns, and Crims gets something going for his team in towards water, trying to stay alive, but he can't quite do it. Zipex with the trade, and 4-on-3. Fnatic have to get into the bomb site. Molotovs being dropped relentlessly by Astralis, as they make absolutely sure Fnatic will not be given an early entry. Brolin can get nothing running with the Krieg. Device rips his head off, and JW and Flusher, they've got to give this a go. Flusher at least able to get one onto Device, 3 on 2. And JW has got to find something here. Flusher's position is known. JW is the one unknown factor remaining. Smoke is good and starts to cut the information away, but the leg of JW is visible. Magist gets the first, and it's all onto Flusher. He finds one, but that's all she wrote. Astralis with the victory on map 1, 16-9, the scoreline on Overpass. JW will hear the footsteps coming underneath him and will look to take the early contact. Can't quite find the headshot, though, as Device starts to make his way in. The utility very limited, and Crims with a beautiful crisp headshot to take down Device. Now the smoke looks to come out, but the damage is being done. Dinks onto Golden and Crims as the bomb looks to get planted. Magist finds another, immediately traded, and Glaive and Zipex have got to try and hold this one down.
With a retake, there's always that possibility they can get it done, but they're both so very low in terms of HP. Still, Zipex, though, claims the first blood in this trade, and the second as well, and the third, and Astralis will take the pistol away from Fnatic.
Device yielding that utility, and Crims smartly plugs himself into an angle, into a corner where he can't be cleared. JW from the heavens will look to watch on, and this is a huge opportunity. Flashbang gonna force JW off the angle, but there comes Crims with the shot, and in towards short. He just needs to stay alive, and he knows it. Dupree with the bomb out, 8 seconds left. He's trying to bait the peak, but it's not gonna happen. JW gets another, and Flusher finishes the job.
JW peeking the same angle as last round, just much later on. And this could catch Device out. He's hating his life. He was sat there for the last 15, 20 seconds watching that angle. As soon as he moves up is when JW gets the peek.
And hopes that perhaps he can make something happen with it. But with 25 seconds left on the clock, it has to be now. Magist through the smoke will capitalize on Crims' low HP to find at least one frag for Astralis. But this Molotov from Golden can go onto the plant, and it's going to go there now. Dupree, he's got to try and get this bomb down. The Molotov just not quite spreading. That's huge. The nade will finally finish the job, but he's bought Magist half a chance. Krieg in hand, 1v4 required. Bomb planted for him, but the flank is starting to come in from Flusher, and there's 3 players to push onto the site here. Magist needs to find a frag, and there's nothing doing at all. Golden will win the fight on the M4.
Just want to run into A as many times as possible, and maybe finally that wall will break down. Maybe Magisk is the man for the job, but he's been naded out. But also he's lining up a wallbang spot, so not necessarily that important after all. It's unlikely he does get tagged. He's spamming up through there. He's done nearly 100 health in damage to JW and Brolan through the wall, and now the kill's gonna start to rip on in. The bomb is being defused and will get fully defused by Fnatic in the smoke.
JW lies in wait, and with half a gap in that smoke, he might be able to catch Magisk should he choose to cross. That could be a crucial frag in this round, but the bomb yet to really make its way anywhere, and Device going to get the information. JW takes out Dupree on B, but now they know the A bomb site is open. The only player there are lurking Golden, and he can't quite handle the spray of the Krieg. The pressure's going to come on, and Device will get the better of him. As Zipex actually gets a kill over towards the B bomb site, and that's the bomb going down. JW, a 1 versus 3 required. Switches out to the M4, looks to spot out Zipex, but nothing doing. Look at that push from Golden. He's clearing so much of the map deep into spawn. If he's keen enough, if he gets aggressive enough, he could cut the bomb out. And as Flusher takes down Magist, Golden's going to start thinking about it as well. These positions are so good for Fnatic. Finally, the trade comes through from Dupree, but look at this. Zipex with his knife out, nothing he can do as Golden guns him down. And it's Dupree with 7 points of health. The bomb lost to Fnatic. As well, Zipex taken down towards A as the push starts to come through. The boost not going to work out for Magist, but who cares when Glaive's hitting deagle shots like that. Opens up the B bomb site, forces the rotation of Brolan on that Krieg, and how much can he get done? Deep nade comes in, good damage, but he's got to stay alive, he's got to buy time. Traded again, the Deagle's doing good work for Astralis, but finally Fnatic start to come in. Crims with a quick headshot onto Magist, and it's Device and Dupree to try and make something of these Deagles. JW up close and personal, making a nuisance of himself, but no longer. Device with another quick headshot on the Deagle, and Astralis looking absolutely lethal as they come into the 2-on-2.
So the spray could come into effect. They've seen him. This is going to make them both bite down. We are going to see a bomb plant. Whatever happens here, or maybe Dupree doesn't need any help. 5 seconds to go. Now Crims must realize that this is the other side of the map, and he's going to say, screw this, I'm off out. Try and mitigate Dupree as best as he can. Crims trading across to the AK-47. There's been enough time, though. At this stage, Device could be feasibly anywhere. Crims is going to have to eat so much time to check all these angles, to check all these nitty-gritty positions. positions. Crims on the turn, spraying towards Device. Time ticking away, there's a smoke down, and now Crims can try and funnel him out into the open. He's only got a USP by his hand, and Device! Deagle to the forehead! Astralis clutch it in one of their worst buys of Vertigo.
You've got to stay alive for long enough to get them out, and Brolin, thinking about the early aggression on the MP9, is going to go for it, going to be tested as well. Device to take him out, and that's the MP9 gone immediately. Device finding even more damage, and it's going to be Dupree to find Flusher. The B-bomb site completely open. How do they keep doing this, Astralis? Device gets the next. And if you wanted a lesson on how to deal with pistols, this is it. JW trying to get aggressive down the ramp, trying to find something to give his team some hope. Of course, it's the last round of the first half. There's no harm going for it, but the Krieg in the hand of Zipex is just too good. 9-6. And Astralis, statistically, are better on the T side. Buying a little bit of time for Astralis as they reset their positions. Fnatic, it'll be interesting to see where they look to go with this one. The B split, a distinct possibility as Dupree and Glaive will be put under pressure from the generators. Yet to really commit, though. And they are just going to start jumping through now. Here comes the hit. Nade's going to be good. Dupree gets the initial headshot as well. That's so much damage from the HE. They're trying to swarm, but Dupree and Glaive, they're all hitting headshots. 3 quick frags. Glaive finally taken out, but Dupree's still there and kicking. He'll have another thank you very much, and Crims will be taken out. And here, JW. Oh, that's playing with fire up close and personal. The MP9 will get the frag, the Molotov to follow, and they're looking to apply the pressure. Brolin, though, starts to alleviate it somewhat with that frag onto Glaive.
They need Brolan to get an entry. He's doing plenty of damage. There's no way Fnatic knowing this. Magisk's also been dropped down to 18, but the lone AK is able to deliver the fatal blow onto Brolan. Golden now pushing in, turning his back, anticipating the flashbang, which did come, and Magisk keeps a rip and tear through Fnatic.
He's going to try and be a fast play early up the A ramp. All 5 players here for Fnatic. They're eating the early nades, and JW up close and personal on the AWP can get nothing done. Zipex with the second, but the trades are coming through. Golden and Crims with 1 apiece, and Zipex knows how important this frag could be. He has to get it, and he does. Flusher and Golden both tagged low, both desperately trying to stay alive. A messy spray, but Glaive gets the better of Flusher, and it's all onto the IGL Golden. He's got the first onto Zipex, still needs 2 more, and with just 19 points of health to his name, how much longer can he stay alive?
He's trying to play that mental game of chess to maneuver Astralis what suits him the most. Now he's got the bomb down. With that AK-47, if he lands headshots, it's doable. The timing has typically been in favor of Astralis. Oh, Device, has he seen the player pushing? No, Brolan's going to get the drop on him. Able to quickly rummage together through short. This is going to keep at least Zipex interested at the back of the site. 21-8, by the way. What a performance he's had on Vertigo. Golden using the smoke as a bit of cover. Brolans came in with a second one. Maybe there is that second gust to get behind Fnatic. That second wind for them to start to get in proximity of Astralis. It's going to take a while, though. Plenty more steps before they reach even close to equality, and they still have to deal with Glaive and Dupree. Glaive the first to fall between the 2 of them, and Dupree on the flank. Back at T-spawn. He does have an AWP, it would be worth saving this. So I don't have faith yet to answer your question a little bit more in depth. But if they win this round, Astralis will have a broken economy. That is certain one way back in. Magisk, Deagle. Astralis and Deagles have been a pretty tantalizing prospect over the duration of this map in particular, and Device with his FAMAS. Speaking of one of the Deagle wielders, pulling out all the Juans, and our Crimson JW have to try and save Fnatic once again. It's another Deagle frag. JW 1v5, and it's a Deagle to round it off. Astralis 16-8. Take it 2-0 and continue their streak of top 4 finishes only at Katowice.